Hi everybody, this is Susan and Paul with Float and Roll, and we want to talk a little bit about today. We're on our way to California. We left Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral this morning. That's where we live on our boat. And our first stop was Pensacola, but we had a lot of things happen on the way, as always, some unexpected things. And
considering how many times we've done this, I'm surprised how many unexpected things happened today.
yeah,
So one thing we learned is that if we're going to film in the morning when we leave, that I have to do my hair the night before, so I'm ready to go. So that was one unexpected thing.
me too.
But
Me too.
but that aside, so we got on the road, and our cat, who has never been car sick, she has been seasick on the boat, but she's never been car sick, proceeded to get very sick all over the van. So I was trying to clean that up as we went, and she was kind of crying and complaining, and so I tried to console her, and then she decided to scratch me and cut up my hands, and I was bleeding all over everything and didn't even know it. And so we got that settled down, and we're driving down the road, and then our dog decides to have diarrhea all over the place. And then
That was while we were fueling up.
yeah, right. And so he was barking a little bit, which is unusual for him. And so we pulled in, and we didn't get him out of the van right away. We started gassing up first, and then he had diarrhea all over the van.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah, so we got him all set and got the van cleaned up, and then he threw up. So
yeah, but we think that's because he drank some water too fast.
yeah, because he was dehydrated after the diarrhea.
But
so
he seems to be doing better.
yes,
We'll just keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we're going to keep a very close eye on him. So that was we've never had anything like that happen on our trips before.
Not that much.
No.
Not that much. Yeah, so it was, but other than that, it was pretty uneventful. It's a long drive. It's about almost 8-hour drive from where we were in Florida to now Pensacola, Florida. We're still in Florida.
And even more when you have to make frequent stops so the dog doesn't, go to the bathroom in the van.
Yeah,
which he didn't. He did great the rest of the day, but
yeah, we stopped frequently for him just to make sure that he was okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but we ended up with a harvest host stay. Last video we talked about harvest hosts.
Yep.
And it's a program where you pay. I can't remember what the cost is. We'll put a link.
Yeah.
Down below.
Very reasonable annual fee.
Yeah, and I think if you follow our link, you'll get a 15% off or something like that. But what it offers is stays at breweries, wineries. There are farms, places like that.
Historic sites.
Yep. We stayed one time at the RV Hall of Fame in northern Indiana, and that was fun. That was a great place. But tonight we are at a place called
A Little Madness Brewing Company.
A Little Madness Brewing Company. I keep forgetting that. Yes. I don't know why. And it's a great place.
Yeah. Well, so we're driving down the road, and I said to Paul, so where are we staying tonight? And he said, well, we can't get in to see into A Little Madness Brewing Company because they're full. And so I gave them a call, and they said, oh, we'll accommodate you. Even though they were still full, they had got confirmation on their available slots, so they squeezed us in. So lesson learned, it's always a good idea to call and check on the harvest hosts, even if it looks like they're unavailable.
Yeah. And sometimes they can't do that, but in this case, their parking lot allowed them to do that. And we are the first time they've actually had two vans here.
Because they only had one slot before.
Yeah, they only had one slot before, and so now they've opened it up to two as of today. And so...
And when we got off the highway, there was this Class C van behind us. And I'm thinking, they look like they're going to the same place. I don't know why, it was just a gut feeling I had. And so I'm like, we got to hurry up and get there first. Well, no, they actually had their slot reserved before us.
They did.
But we did end up pulling in at the exact same time. It was
They
pretty
came in
funny.
after us, yeah.
And so they got us both settled in, and they've been very, very nice. And the beer was good, and they had hand-tossed pizza. And I think maybe we need to see if Max needs to go out.
Okay. So they have great food here.
Yeah, the pizza was hand-tossed, and ours was, we got one with drunken mushrooms.
I think those are beer-soaked mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sausage crumbles. And mozzarella cheese.
Yeah. It was really good.
Yeah.
Very
good.
Yeah, very. And the beer was good. They've got a bunch of different varieties. Some kind of winter stuff right now because of the season. But
like Santa's sauce.
Yeah, Santa's sauce, which was kind of sort of a, I don't know what you'd call it. It's almost a stout, maybe more of a porter, but with some spices.
Yeah.
I feel like
some Christmassy spices.
Yeah. So it was really good. So we're happy with this place.
Yep.
Yeah. It's got good ambiance.
The service was excellent.
Service was excellent. It got really busy for a little bit, and they were running around, and they just do a very, very good job here.
Literally running. The wait staff was literally running across the dining room.
Yeah, they didn't waste any time.
No.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll get up and we'll go to Shreveport, Louisiana. And hopefully we are going to be staying in the Margaritaville Casino parking lot. Which should be fun, I think.
Yeah.
And we do have a backup if that doesn't work, but that's going to be our first choice, and we'll let you know how that is too. I had read somewhere that they do allow RV parking.
Good.
So we're not just going to go and try to squat.
Okay.
You should always check these places out beforehand, and ask permission and all of that kind of good stuff, because it's just good etiquette. And a lot of places will say yes, even if you don't know if they will. Sometimes you just ask and they'll say yes.
And try to patronize them when you're there.
Yeah, absolutely. Patronize them. It's not a big thing to ask for these businesses that are letting us park overnight, and it's that way we're sort of it's an even exchange kind of thing. So say thank you for letting us stay in their parking lot.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I think that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
We got to get up
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll give you an update tomorrow.
And hopefully there won't be any more throwing up or diarrhea.
Hopefully not.
In our future tomorrow.
From the dog or the cat or anybody.
Yes.
So just throw that out there. All right. Thanks a lot. Okay. Hey everybody, we're back again.
Hey.
We made it from Pensacola to Shreveport, right?
Yep.
Is that where we are?
Yeah. How many miles?
400 something. I don't remember exactly how many. I'm sorry.
How many hours? We left at 8:30. No. What time did we leave?
Yeah, we left about 8. Yeah, we left about 8, and we got here at about 4.
Yeah.
So it was about 8 hours. Not all driving time. We stopped. You might remember yesterday we talked about our cat Artie getting car sick. She was fine today.
Yep. She was fine. And Max is much better today.
Yes. Max is doing great. He's much better, and I'm really glad about that, because I was worried about him last night.
Yeah, you didn't sleep at all.
No, what I do.
Yeah.
So it was an uneventful. I would say it was an uneventful trip.
Except I broke a mirror.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Important safety tip. Don't leave mirrors on, counters or anything like that. We went over some rough roads. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been a problem. But it just turned out to be a problem.
It slipped and fell. Yep. So we're at Margaritaville Casino in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Mhm.
And when we got here, there were signs saying no RVs, no semis.
Well,
So-
said no unauthorized.
no
RVs.
unauthorized RVs. Well, we didn't know if we were authorized or not, so we called, and they were great. They said, "Yeah,
Yep.
sure, just go to the back where the most of the cars are not, and it's still very well lit in the back. And there are two other RVs here, at least tonight. The last time we looked,
Right.
and so they were very welcoming, and yeah, it's great."
It is great. It's a nice area. The weather's fantastic, so we should sleep well tonight. It's right next to a Bass Pro Shop, so if you need any supplies or anything like that, it's great for that. We went in and bought black licorice and red pepper pork rinds.
Which
So-
are super hot.
So we're all set for a while.
Yeah.
So, but that's about it.
But tomorrow we're going to have a short day.
We should have a shorter day tomorrow, 330 miles, I think.
So this is the second time we've driven from Florida to California. We did it in January of 2021, and we took 5 days to do it. And this time we're taking 9 days, but we are spending 1 day sightseeing at least. But we're definitely taking it slower, and it's because we're trying to figure out if going like 400 miles a day max is going to make it a lot easier for us to see the sights along the way, stop at the places we want to stop at night, like Harvest Hosts. And also my plan is to work full-time on the road Monday through Friday. So we may have to make stops when I have meetings, and other times when access to cell phone is absolutely critical.
Yep.
So we'll see how the short days go.
Yeah, we're trying. Oh,
Whoa.
Artie.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry about that. Artie just jumped on the thing that the camera's on, so that's why I did that. So
Come here,
life
kitty.
with a cat.
Come here, kitty.
This
Here,
is Artie
she
with the
wants
pink
to
collar and the bell,
Get in the camera.
and yeah, she's a good kitty. She's a former wildcat kitten,
Feral cat.
feral cat.
I rescued her.
Yep, as a kitten. And how old is she now?
Let's see, we got her
9?
in 2010, I think.
So she's
So,
11.
11
She's
years
11
old.
years old.
Yeah.
And Max, and obviously we have Max too, and he's 13 and a half, and he's 100% deaf. I don't know if we've mentioned that before. He's been deaf for about the past year or so. But
Artie should face the camera.
But he's doing great too. And Artie, she as a former feral cat, she doesn't always like to be held, and she hates going outside. So she likes being an indoor cat. So and that, obviously having a dog and a cat do present some challenges.
And they hate each other.
And the dog and the cat hate each other. Yes, that's very true.
Well, Max doesn't really hate anybody, but she's kind of not a very nice cat to him.
Yeah.
And so he just likes to torment her.
Yeah, a little
And
bit.
she
Little
likes to
chaser a
hit
little bit.
him and hiss at him and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But other than that, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even sit together. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's about it. We're going to be going to Abilene, Texas tomorrow, and we will talk to you tomorrow night, and we'll see you later.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Float and Roll. Susan and Paul here again.
Yes, we are on day 3 of our excursion from Florida to California, and we went today from Shreveport, Louisiana to Abilene, Texas. Last night we stayed at Margaritaville Casino.
Which worked out very well.
Worked out really well. We called ahead of time, and they told us exactly where to park, and they said, yep, great, go ahead and do it. So that worked out very well. Our plan was for today to end up at a place called CB Park in just north of Abilene. So we went there, and it's a great place.
Yeah, very secluded though. Beautiful.
It is beautiful, and there were 3 dry camping spots there. Excuse me, which I had read about. So we found one, and nobody was there. So we drove in, and we started to get set up.
Yep, and then this guy came along. He just drove in, and he got out of his vehicle and started walking around our campsite. And we kind of just looked at him, and he said, "Oh, I dropped something here."
No. He said somebody left something here.
Yeah, dropped something.
Somebody dropped something.
Dropped
here.
something for him.
Yes.
And so then he asked about other vehicles that had been by, and we didn't really know. We hadn't really seen anything. So he looked around a bit, and then he proceeded to ask us some questions, which...
Yeah, some very specific questions about us, and...
what kind of dog do you have? Where are you from?
Yeah.
Are you staying the night?
And he was looking the vehicle over very carefully. I don't know why. He wasn't a police officer or anything like that. And he just left. Well, over the next probably couple of hours, we saw him drive by a couple of times.
Maybe even 3.
3 times.
I think up to 3 times I saw him.
Yeah, we saw him drive by. We got his license plate. Anyway, we saw what kind of car he had, and we saw that he had driven by. After that, he drove by at least 3 times that we saw. And so we said, you know what? If it were somebody asking me and they said, I don't really feel right about this, should I stay? I would say, don't. If you don't feel right, don't stay. So we left there, and now we are at a rest area in Texas, which is west of, which is west of Abilene. So
Nolan County.
I think it's Nolan County rest area.
Rest
yeah,
area.
yeah, and it's really small, but it's fine. It's good. Be good for the night. And I read that people had done that before too, so I think we're okay here.
Yep.
We made some dinner.
Yep.
Yep. Had some drinks.
Yep. So, so the lesson learned for today is trust your gut. If it doesn't feel right, keep moving.
Yep.
We only had to go 24 minutes down the road.
Yep.
To find another spot. We probably could have found a Walmart or something like that even sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, but this was on the way, and so it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be headed to Roswell. Yeah. So, yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some stuff.
Yeah.
The truth is out there,
Right.
It's always out there.
It's out there.
So yeah, we'll give you an update tomorrow.
Yep. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another day of Float and Roll. Actually, another 2 days.
Yes, it's been 2 days since our last confession.
Our last confession.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's been very recent since my last confection. Yeah. So yesterday we didn't do a video. So we want to talk about it today. We made our way from Abilene, Texas to Roswell, New Mexico, which was, not a lot to see. There are a lot of wind farms and cotton.
We were expecting a lot more aliens or alien paraphernalia.
In Roswell.
Yes.
Yes, we didn't find as much as we wanted to.
No. And we even looked for a brewery in the area, thinking maybe there'd be one with an alien theme.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even have that. They had one brewery in the whole area, the whole town.
Yep.
And
it wasn't alien themed.
No.
So, yeah.
We did finally find one place that sold kitschy t-shirts, though.
Yeah. Well, we looked in a couple places.
Yes. But even those were hard to find.
Yeah, they were. So, it's not the alien sort of presence. Well, there are no real aliens there, but there might be. The whole alien themed stuff is hard to find there.
Yeah.
It really is. So anyway, we made it through.
And we were going to stay where?
We were going to stay at a harvest host, but they ended up not being a harvest host anymore. And so we ended up staying in this Walmart Supercenter, which was okay. They had designated RV spots, which was nice. But I'm pretty sure that half of Roswell does not have mufflers.
Or they either ride motorcycles, what do you call them? The cars without mufflers.
Cars without mufflers.
Power cars, or no. Powerful cars.
Muscle cars.
Muscle cars.
Okay.
or trucks, or pickup trucks without mufflers.
Anyway.
So it was kind of loud in the parking lot.
It was. It was kind of loud. It was louder in the parking lot at Walmart than it was at the rest area. It was louder in the parking lot at Walmart than it was in the rest area west of Abilene, Texas.
Which was right next to the highway.
Right next to the highway. So anyway, whatever. Yeah. So anyway, today, day 5, we went from there to where we are now. We are in Arizona, Springville, Arizona. Springerville, Arizona. And we are at an RV park. It's our first stay at an RV park on this trip. We kind of wanted to just kind of hook up to electricity, have showers.
Well, we've had showers.
We have had showers.
Let's make that clear.
No.
We had showers in our teeny tiny
Yes.
bathroom.
Yes.
And
separately.
You can't fit but one. You can't even fit one person in that shower at a time. But
yeah, I know.
It's challenging.
We figured that out.
It's really challenging to take a shower in that bathroom.
Yeah, we figured out only one person fits. And so here they do have they do have showers and that kind of thing. So it'd be good to take a shower not on the van. So
let the water run
a little bit more space
for more than 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's nice every once in a while.
And hot water.
Yeah, but it was a great trip. The trip out so we had been through New Mexico on the northern route through, I think it's I-40, through Albuquerque and that area. This was actually, I think, a lot more interesting. The topography and the geography was much more interesting.
Little towns.
Little tiny towns. We go through towns and there'd be like an Old West kind of town almost.
Yeah, like there was one called Lincoln.
Lincoln was really cool.
Yeah, I wish we could have stopped and spent some time there. It was neat.
Yeah, it's one of the things about being on the road. You can't always. Well, Susan is working most of the day during the week, and so it's kind of hard to just stop, get out for 10 or 15 minutes and take pictures. So we have to be kind of picky about where we stop. But it was really cool driving through. And we made our way to Arizona. It was a good day.
Yep. And this park we're in now, this RV park, it's nice. It has a gas station convenience store, and it also has a restaurant with barbecue food that's supposed to get very good ratings.
Smells excellent.
Yes, and we haven't eaten there yet, but we went inside and checked out the menu and everything. And they have a bar. And
there's a bar.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all you need.
That's about it, yeah.
Bar, barbecue, and convenience store.
Yep.
They do sell propane, and so I think we're going to buy some propane tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a nice place.
We did have along the route a need for a refill on our fresh water tank.
Mm-hmm.
And so we used the iOverlander app.
Mm-hmm.
And found a recommendation for a spot between Brownfield and Roswell.
Yeah, it was a Valero.
And it turned out to be spot on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably the only... we looked at every building we could to see if they had a spigot or outside where we could fill up. But this was the first one that we found in many, many miles.
Yeah, I went in, I asked them if we could use it, and they were great. They said, oh, yeah, no problem. We did fill up with gas there after that, kind of as a, give and take, thank you. And but they didn't ask that we buy fuel there, but
No.
we did buy fuel. But it was great. Worked out fantastic, and we now have a full tank of water.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, now we're in Springerville, Arizona, at Avery's RV Park, and tomorrow we will be headed to Tucson. We're actually visiting some family there, and we'll be there for a couple of days. So,
and we're gonna go to Tombstone.
Hopefully we're gonna go to Tombstone.
Yes.
And see some old Western stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be fun, and we'll update you on that. Hopefully we can get some pictures and get more video.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, it was really cool to see tumbleweed today too.
There was a ton of tumbleweed everywhere.
Yeah. It was very windy, and the van being as tall as it is, it like catches the wind like a sail.
Mm-hmm.
So with the wind blowing the tumbleweeds and the van's like, hard to control the van because it's kind of going this way and that way. I'm surprised I didn't get car sick working on the computer all day, but I didn't.
Yeah, we had wind at our side at a 90-degree angle almost the whole time, and it was a little bit of work, just trying to keep it in a straight line. But we didn't hit anything, and we survived.
Just the tumbleweeds.
Well, you couldn't help that.
No.
Yeah, so we're okay.
Yep, but we don't get to see tumbleweeds very often. So
not in Florida.
No, or in Maine, where we were originally from. So they don't have them there either. So.
Yeah, as far as we know.
It's kind of cool.
They might now. Yeah. So that was it.
Yep.
It was a good trip.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, everyone. This is Paul and
Susan
from Float and Roll. We made it from Florida to California to see our daughter in Los Angeles. And we made it. And we can't find our daughter. We're not really sure where she is.
It's me. I'm here.
Okay. That's very good. So we made it to her place, and we're happy to be here. It's been a great time, and it was a great trip. Well worth getting out here to do, well worth the effort and the days it took. Mm-hmm. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. It's like, people, what is it? Guests like fish start to stink after 3 days.
And we've been here
9. Well,
6.
6, yeah.
12.
Yeah. 14. We don't know. We really don't. We don't know. We've been cooped up inside. We've had food delivered, so we don't know what time it is or what day it is. So if one of our friends can see this and text us, please.
If we start to smell, you'll know something's gone wrong.
We're time deprived. Please help us. Anyway, so we're here. So this is our cute grand dog, Aurora. As you can see, she's a beautiful diva. She will work for food, and she's a gorgeous Australian Shepherd. Although sometimes she looks like a Bernese a little bit. And she's very smart, very cute, and she knows it.
Oh, Daphne's in the picture.
This is Daphne, the kitty. She likes treats too. She also really likes the dog.
She doesn't like to be held.
No, she hates being held. She will probably hiss at me. But maybe if she sees Aurora eating. See? She loves treats too. She loves dog treats.
Max, you want to get in the picture? So. Hey, Max.
Max, go see Mommy.
And of course, Maxie's here.
Max, come here.
We wouldn't be without Maxie.
Go see Go see Mommy.
Here, give me a treat. Max.
He and Aurora have been playing quite a bit.
Get up here.
They missed each other a lot.
Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Not you. All right, poor boy. He doesn't want to get up on the couch.
Anyway, this is Aurora. She's a diva dog. She knows she's beautiful. She loves it when people pay attention to her. But she's very sweet.
Springerville.
Yeah, so we need to talk about going from Springerville to Tucson.
Okay, that was pretty uneventful.
Well, we went through the mountains and saw some snow.
Yeah.
A lot of snow, actually.
Yeah.
We went through Fort Apache.
Yeah.
We went through...
We did. It didn't snow on it. Are we on? Are we rolling?
It's recording.
Okay. It didn't snow on us. It was just snow on the ground.
Yeah, but it was quite a bit of snow, and it was nice. We went by a ski area, which was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if did we talk about the very large array that we passed on our way to Springerville.
No,
I don't think we did. So, forgot to tell you about this. On the way to Springerville, we passed the very large array, which is it's an array of dozens of huge radio telescopes out in the middle of nowhere. Took some pictures of them.
I was on a conference call.
She was on a conference call, which was a shame because it was really cool. They were really big and it was very interesting. But we saw that on the way to Springerville. But yeah, the ride from Springerville, it was just a nice ride. It was a great ride through the mountains. It was, sort of that classic Western mountain with the pines and all of that. Really pretty.
Kind of desolate.
A little bit desolate. So anyway, it was really cool to see that very large array.
Yep.
And that was neat. Too bad that you had to be on a conference call.
Right.
But the trip from Springerville. Okay, so in Springerville, it got down to about 18 degrees. We did have, which was an interesting experience, but we stayed plenty warm inside the van.
Yeah, the van wasn't, inside the van was not a problem.
No, the van warms up very well. But I went to pump out the next day, thinking that, I had
because we stayed in a campground, thinking it would be great to have the electricity and the sewer, but the sewer didn't really come in handy.
No, because so I had the tank heaters on, but they don't help with the macerator pump for pumping out. So that was frozen, blew a fuse, actually blew a couple. But we waited a couple hours, and I thought it had probably thawed out, but it hadn't. So, but it ended up working later in the day. And the other thing it did was it froze the cold water line going to the faucet in the kitchen area. Not the hot water, but the cold water. So anyway, we know some of the limits of it now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Yep.
But really, really nice country. We went through Fort Apache. That was, it was interesting. And made our way to Tucson.
Well, it's a school now, Fort Apache.
Part of it is a school.
Yes.
Yeah, part of it is a school.
And so we drove through in our massive van, and all the school kids were outside eating lunch or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Hey, cool van, how are you?" And they were really friendly. So that was fun.
Yeah. And so we made our way to Tucson, and the reason we went to Tucson is my uncle and cousin and my cousin's wife lived there. And so we went there to visit them. And that was fun. Ate some great Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we went to Tombstone. Tombstone was great.
Yes. Tombstone was really cool. It was, they have a Wild West show, or, where they do the OK Corral shootout and stagecoach rides and saloons, and it's just a really neat place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really cool. And so it prompted us to, when we got to California, watch the movie Tombstone, which was kind of neat after being there and learning a little bit of the history and kind of tying those in. I know it's not tremendously historically accurate, but it was fun.
And then we watched Wyatt Earp too.
And then we watched Wyatt Earp also, which was kind of in many ways it was sort of the same movie, but it just talks about Wyatt Earp and how he grew up.
Yeah.
But but ultimately, our reason for coming here was to visit our daughter Eileen. And she is here now. She doesn't want to come on camera.
No, she's Miss America.
Come on the dog.
Come on. Come on down.
Oh yeah.
The price is right.
Anyway,
I'm
this
so
is our
happy to be here. I know all the prices of refrigerators.
this is our daughter Eileen, and as you can see, she is with us. So
Well, we're
Not
with
for
her.
we're with her. We're with her. Anyway, so we're here now. We're really happy to be here. Her dog Aurora is just a sweetie, and we actually had Aurora with us for a number of years, and so we miss her, and Max misses her too. And you all know Max. Aurora and Max play every day. They wrestle, and it's it's just like they never were apart. So, but we're happy to be here. Actually, tomorrow we're going back to Tucson to see my uncle again.
Yep.
Yep.
We drove around quite a bit. We saw.
While we were
what
here.
was that? The Ferndale.
Ferndale.
Ferndale
Yeah.
Nature Trail.
Yep. And that was a really cool hike. Saw Griffith Park, Griffith Observatory, the Hollywood sign, all that stuff. It's a great view.
Of course, being right before Christmas and not having a lot of storage space in our van, we also saw a lot of shopping malls.
We did, yes, because we had to do some shopping when we got here. So we got to experience some of that. Although most of the malls were not that crowded. I was really surprised.
How would you guys review each mall we went to? Let's do an in-depth review of malls
7,
right now.
9, and 4.
I like the outdoor mall.
Yeah. I liked
Where was that?
the one in Topanga.
Topanga.
The Topanga Westfield.
That was very nice.
Very excellent.
Yep.
Yep.
We went to Pacific Palisades. That wasn't really a mall so much.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. Ate outside there
With the dogs.
with the dogs, and so
They were
that
very
was
dog friendly there.
that was really cool. And then we went to
So that's when we went to.
Sherman Oaks.
No, what? No.
Anyway, we went to another mall.
It's very forgettable.
We went to 2 indoor malls. Well,
Yeah.
one was at
Topanga.
Topanga,
Yeah.
and then we went to another one, didn't we?
That I don't remember.
I don't. There
Okay.
was another one. I don't remember what it was. Was there? I don't remember.
No,
So,
but
anyway.
Topanga was definitely the best.
So anyway, we've had a great time since we've been here. It's great to see the mountains. See the mountains wherever you go, which is really cool. We went down by the ocean towards the beginning of the week and of last week, and that was really neat also. So it's terrific geography. You've got the mountains and the ocean, and the weather's been great, at least for me, because I like cooler weather. It even rained for a couple of days.
Yeah. It's rained a couple days, which has
Yeah.
been amazing.
Yeah, and they always need rain, so that's a good thing. Didn't like to see some of the flooding and some of the mudslides and all of that, but I think having that supply of water is always good.
Oh, we speaking of mudslides, we took a scenic route up to the Pacific
Palisades.
and
We went through Topanga Canyon.
there were some there weren't any mudslides, although we thought they might have been cleaning up one that had happened
It was
before.
like some rocks fell. It
But
wasn't a mudslide.
the walls
Just some
were just
rocks.
like sheer, like mud and rock right there, right next to your car. It was kind of amazing.
But great views, kind of everywhere you go.
Mhm.
And a lot of fun.
Yep.
It's gonna be sad to leave.
Yep. Leaving tomorrow.
Be sad for us. I don't know about be sad for her. Aurora would probably be a little bit sad.
Yeah.
All right.
It's very sensitive.
She is. She is actually very sensitive. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's about it. What do you think?
Yep. I think
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah. We'll be talking to you later. We'll probably do another video for our trip back and show you some of the sites we see. We're going to take a little bit of a different route, and I think it will be interesting. We're going to stay at probably some harvest hosts, and I think another stay at some Bureau of Land Management land, and that should be a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get some pictures and be able to tell you about our experiences.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There's Jim Croce in the background.